Hey guys, fishing and stuff. Today, we're going to be looking at some of the best hacked fishing gear for 2021. So, stick around. Like I said on the video from last week, 2 weeks ago, I was up in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I was at the very first fishing expo, Catapalooza. Who names this stuff? I need to talk to the guy that names this stuff. Seriously. Anyway, there was a lot of new cool products on the market this year. Well, they ain't really new, but they're different. So I was up there and decided to do a video on the best hacked fishing gear for 2021. And before you haters come out of the woodwork, let's just look and see what Merriam-Webster says hack means. Got it right here. It says a clever tip or technique for improving something. There's nothing on this video that's new, but everything on this video has been improved, which makes it awesome. Actually, there is one new thing on this video, and I'm gonna save it till last. So make sure you check that out. Well, let's get this show on the road. Fishing hack number 1. Now, I've made 4 or 5 dragon weight videos, or no snag weights, or drifting weights, whatever you want to call them. And one thing I've learned in doing it is there's countless ways to make dragon weights, or drifting weights, or no snag weights, whatever you call it. Well, this first product I'm going to go over was invented by a guy named Aaron Churchwell, and he's an awesome young man, and it's called the Bobby Weight. Something else I need to point out, it's owned and operated by veterans, which is freaking awesome. Plus, it's American made, which is always awesome. I'm gonna let him explain his product because he can probably do it better than me. Okay, these are the Bobby Weights.
Made by Aaron Churchwell. You can buy them at partnersandslime.org.
See right there, Aaron Churchwell.
So the 2 ounce are a little bit of a pain trying to get in and out because you don't have nothing to grip on. Slide it in there when you want to change it out. So it ain't gonna fall out when you're using it.
That's pretty cool. What is that, rubber?
Okay, so it's a PVC vinyl tubing.
Okay.
Inside of it, it's got PVC vinyl dowel rods, and then it's all glued together, but melted together, so it's pretty much welded together. There's 3 different sizes. I'm out of a large right now, and that's just the buoyancy.
So what are these weigh?
That's a 3 ounce.
3 ounce. So this is 2 ounce.
2 ounce, and I have 4 ounce too. But I just said to begin with. So if you take a 2 ounce and you put it in a large tubing, this is a medium, but if you put it in a large tubing, it'll stand straight up and down like this. So you can pretty much build any drift weight on the market. Yeah. With these, just, you know.
What if you take a small one? Is it like a regular drift weight?
Yeah, more traditional style. You can run 2, 3, or 4 ounce in those, and it'll lay flat, more traditional. You can play around with them. The large and the 3 ounce is my go-to.
Large and 3 ounce. Yeah. Partners in Slime. I guess that's their company name. Everybody calls these the Bobby Weights. The tubes have ends on them so you can hook it to your rig. And then you get the lead. These are 3 ounce. The other ones are 2 ounce. You take the lead and you stick it inside the tube. It's actually a really good idea. We're going to test these out under the water and see how they ride, because that's the whole principle behind them. Is to make them stand up a little bit so they'll go over stuff when you're dragging. Now I got a 2 ounce and a 3 ounce in the small ones, and I got a 2 ounce and a 3 ounce in the long one. And we're gonna see what they look like under the water. All right, I've been playing around with these things and basically how they work. Depending on what float you want to use, you can adjust your weight to it by switching these sinkers out on the bottom. And it's pretty cool, actually. Now I got 2 of the big long ones. I got a cigar peg float on one, and I got a demon dragon on one, and I got a 3 ounce lead in both of them. Now if you watched my video a few weeks ago, I talked about peg floats, and we learned how you have to use different kinds of weight according to the size peg float that you're using. It was a complex experiment that if I wouldn't have got permission to do, it never would have happened. Every time I make a video here, it turns out awesome.
Hey, I done told you to stay out of my pool. Riley, Kill, get your tail back here.
Anyway, well, these are 2 different peg floats, same weight. We're gonna see what they look like under the water. First, I'll put in the peg float. And that's how a 3 ounce weight will ride under the water with a cigar peg float on it. Now let's try out the Demon Dragon. It's not all the way on the bottom, but it ain't far from it. But that's the Demon Dragon compared to the peg float. That's the difference in the ride, depending on what you want. Well, now we put the Demon Dragon on the same body, but it's only got a 2-ounce sinker. We're gonna see how high it sits. That's quite a difference. Same Demon Dragon, but now it's got 2 ounces of lead and it's about 4 inches off the bottom. You see what I mean? How you can adjust these things? That's actually pretty dang cool. When I was talking to Aaron, he told me that he got the idea for the lead part of his weight from watching one of my videos. That's just freaking awesome. Anyway, fishing hack number 2. While I was over there at the Tackle Bandit booth, I seen these cool hooks. And I must say, these hooks are pretty dang cool. And I'm pretty picky about my hooks. I'm gonna let the owner of Tackle Bandit explain them because he can probably do it better than me.
How's it going, everybody? This is Nate with Tackle Bandit. We're here at Cadapalooza and we're gonna talk about some Nocturnal Nation hooks.
So these hooks are really cool. And I want you to explain to me like you did earlier what's so cool about them.
So this is a 10-aught Eclipse. This is an offset circle hook. It's got a pretty heavy offset. It's got a 45 back eye so you can snell down directly. This is their snell sleeve. It allows it to where you can pull your snell down. It protects it from the eye and it stays on there. Heavy offset, nice tip on it. These are hand sharpened by the Nocturnal Nation crew. This is an awesome circle hook to use from 6/0 to 10/0. Nocturnal Nasty. It's a light wire with a small offset, 45 back eye, makes it good for snelling. Has a snell sleeve. These things are, oh gosh dang it, super sharp. Good tip on it, and they are hand sharpened. Man, that really flipping hurt. This is the HOT pig sticker. This is a heavy offset hook with a little bit heavier wire. Actually, a portion of this goes to veteran organization Heroes Outdoor Therapy. This is their Big River J style hook. It's almost like a sickle hook. 45 back eye, makes it good for snell. This is a go-to hook for a ton of tournament anglers and trophy catfishermen that are out there to catch that catch of a lifetime.
There's actually a couple of different kinds. These are called Eclipse. These are the Nasties. These are called pig stickers. Pig stickers. They look pretty dang wicked, actually. These are Raptor HJ Nocturnal Nations, and these are 10-aught Nocturnal Nasties. You see where this snell knot is on here? That's what this little sleeve's for. It's so that snell knot can grip better. That's actually pretty cool right there. This here's one of them Nocturnal Nasties. And the thing I like about this hook is that big sickle on the bottom. If you put a J hook right beside of it and you line the points up, you see how this drops way down? Well, that means you can get more bait on this hook and still have plenty of points sticking out to hook the fish. I think that right there is pretty dang awesome. Hack number 3. This is also something Tackle Bandit sells. It's a easy throw cast net, which is pretty dang cool. Tell us a little bit about this cast net.
So this is an easy throw cast net from Phytech. It's 4-foot radius. It's got an 8-foot total length. It comes with an aluminum ring on the top, and that gives you something to grab onto. You don't have to grab the horn. This is where you grab. Really, all you got to do is pull this over, one over the top, and then reach down right where it's starting to come back to the ground. And you just rotate, give it a light spin, and it's going to open up every single time. So this is a 4-foot radius net. It's 8-foot total. It's got an aluminum ring on the top that gets you something to grab a hold of. That's the biggest thing when somebody doesn't know how to throw a net, is either they throw it too hard and don't spin it, they just let go of it all and it falls down. This allows you, when you pick this up, you can swing it, and it gives you something to rotate with your right arm and throw it out there, and it opens up every single time. It comes with this too. I never watched it, but it comes with a how-to DVD. I don't have a DVD player at home because it's 2021.
So it comes with a DVD, show you how to use it.
How-to DVD.
How big do they get up to?
6-foot radius.
6 foot. That ain't bad.
Oh, it comes with a 26-foot hand line with a comfort clef handle. It makes it to where you're not going to lose your net. It's great for throwing off docks and creeks in a boat. It'll catch any size fish you want in it.
And you know, the price of them is really good too compared to a regular cast net.
Yeah, our standard 4-foot net is $35. That's a price before shipping. And for $49, you get something that you can at least learn on. It comes with a how-to with a DVD down there and some instructions. It's really easy to throw. I mean, I've taught 10 and 12-year-old kids who never thrown a net before how to do this.
I actually bought me one of these cast nets because I wanted to play with it a little bit. The one I got is a 6-foot radius, 3/8" mesh, and it's got 1 pound of weight per radius foot. And this is what it looks like. You hold this ring and it's supposed to make it easier to throw. The DVD that comes with this thing goes through a step-by-step tutorial that shows you how to throw it. And
Start
even
by
though I haven't
slipping
got
the
to play
looped
with it
end
yet,
of the hand
that
line around
DVD
your
makes it look pretty dang easy to throw a cast net. And the cool thing about the tutorial for the cast net is it comes in English.
Over the next few minutes, you'll see how to have,
It comes in Spanish.
Hola y gracias por comprar el.
It comes in French.
Hola y gracias por comprar el.
And it comes in Latin.
Hola y gracias por comprar el.
Y'all didn't know I could speak so many different languages, did you? I don't know what they saying. Anyway, fishing hack number 4. Hey. Stay focused.
I'm sorry.
Good help's hard to find, people. It's hard to find. I saw another cast net while I was over at the Tackle Bandit booth, and that cast net's called a chain net. Me personally, I ain't never heard of no chain net, but it was pretty interesting, and I talked to him about it, and he explained it to me.
These chain nets by mistake, they didn't mean to. They were in the wrong box.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are pretty cool. I didn't even know I sold them.
So what's the advantage of having a chain net instead of a regular?
So this is a 1 pound per foot net, and it just makes it to where it's a steady pressure all the way around the outer rim of the net instead of pulling it close. Because what'll happen is if you have a weight here, it's going to arc down, and it's going to have an arc in between where your weights are when you throw it in the water.
So that's a lead chain. That's pretty cool. And it's called a
Phytech chain net.
super spread cast net. That's pretty interesting. Some of you professional cast netters out there might be interested in that chain net. I'm just saying. Number 5, I even saw a couple of rod racks that were pretty dang cool. The first one was a rod rack that you can mount in your seat post on your boat. So basically even a bass boat or a crappie boat could use it. And then when you're done fishing, you can take it back off. No rod rack. This right here is a Cad Bar.
Cad T Bar. This is
Cad T Bar.
Cad T Bar.
This is a Cad T Bar.
This is
right?
the Caddy Bar.
Okay, he's gonna show us how this
My name
works.
is Steve Sanchez, and I make the Caddy Bar, the bar that is removable and easy to install. It goes right in your seat post. As you take the seat out of your boat, and the bar, it's got a 3/4 pin just like your seat does, and it slides right in the seat post just like that. It sits right in there like that. It's easy. I got 2 eye bolts that I have that you put in the bar. On your boat, you have 2 U-bolts that are ratchet bolts for your boat where you trailer it down, you tie to the trailer to hold it. Use those same bolts for the ratchets to connect from here to the back of the boat. And that keeps the bar from swaying from side to side this way. And then on the 6-foot bars that I have, you take a piece of rope like this and you wrap it around the eye and you run it through it and you tie it to your cleat. Once you tie this to your cleat, the bar is completely solid. There's no rocking this way, no moving. It locks it in just really quick and easy. When you're done with it, if you have a bass boat per se and you want to do something else that day, you take it out of your boat and you go have fun on the lake and enjoy the day. You know, there is no drilling whatsoever to your boat. Everything that you need to install this bar is on your boat.
Now that right there is pretty dang cool. Fishing hack number 6. Now this next rod rack I've had on my videos before. I had a video where I built a set, and I had a video where he sent me one to check out, and I mounted my depth finder on a smaller version of his rod rack. And it's called a MulTbar. And I'm gonna let Mr. Colton Howell explain his own product. So where'd you come up with the MulTbar idea?
Actually came from crappie fishing. We still haven't done it. So I made a smaller version, and then I thought it would be awesome for catfishing. Beefed it up, and here we are.
Y'all make everything on these bars except for the bolts,
Correct.
basically.
Yeah, we powder coat everything. We cut it out. We make everything from the decals, start to finish. It's in-house.
I'm gonna have to come to your shop one of these days. She's like,
Still in the garage.
I'm still in the garage. So am I.
You can move them in any position, lock them down any way, straight up and down, all the way down. People fold them down, put their covers on, a little bit of everything, no limits. We can make depth finder mounts for your fish finder, bait boards, just a little bit of everything. People mount grills to them.
You know what I think about these, right?
Those are awesome.
Like I said before, I had a video where I built one of these. His rod racks are built so well and they look so good that I went ahead and picked me a set of them up while I was there. Because honestly, I don't want to build another set of them. That took too long. Look at how well they're packed. And I'll tell you something else too. They actually come mostly put together, so you ain't got a lot of work to do. This right here's the top. And these are the sides. I'm gonna unwrap one of these because I want to see what it looks like because I ain't looked at them yet. Well, that's the ones I got, the black on black. I think they're gonna go good with my boat. Hack number 7. There was another company at that fishing expo that had something I hadn't seen before that I thought was pretty dang cool. And it was made by Fish Designz. And when I was picking up this MulTbar, I seen something that they made that was really interesting, and I didn't know they made them. And it's a bracket that goes on that MulTbar. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. What it is, it's a bracket that you can take apart, and it slides right onto the top part of the MulTbar. You know where your rod holders go? Well, you slide it on there and clamp it down, and on this part up here, you can mount a black light. They make all kinds of black lights. Amazon sells a lot of them, but if you mount a black light on your MulTbar, at nighttime you can turn it on and it'll make your lines glow and make your rods glow, and you can see what's going on. And that right there is pretty dang awesome. So I went ahead and got me a set to put on my MulTbars. But Fish Designz makes a lot of products, like I said, and I'll put their link in the description box too. Fishing hack number 8. Okay, you remember I told you there was one new thing there and I was gonna show it last. Well, here it is, and it's awesome. Now I know you remember Catfish Clothing Company, where me and my buddy rode to Virginia and we went to the place and looked around. I actually gave away one of their white cutting boards about a year ago, and then I gave away a black cutting board that was even more awesome for 100,000 subscribers. Well, he made a new cutting board, and it's pretty dang sweet. This new cutting board is for the guys that bank fish, and I got me one. Look at that. I mean, look at this thing. It is freaking awesome. And it'll fit on any 5, 3, or 2 gallon bucket. It's got a place to put your fillet knife. It's got a place to put your pliers. I mean, tell me that ain't awesome. That right there is awesome. This is just my opinion, but I think something really cool to do with this thing is use it as a lid. And you could use it as a seat to sit on. You just take this thing off and flip it over and cut your bait on here because it's the same material on both sides. After you cut your bait, flip it back over again, got you a seat, and you don't mess up your beautiful cutting board. I like new ideas, obviously. And that right there is just best of show awesome. Well, there you have it. 8 hacked fishing products, new for 2021. I'm not sponsored by any of those companies at all, and it's all just my opinion. And I'll put a link to those companies in my description box below this video. At the Fishing Expo, I had a few people that tell me they didn't know where the description box was. Well, I'm gonna show you. If you go to one of my videos, right below the video, there's a little arrow. You click it, and it'll open the description box, and that's where the links will be at. And while I'm on the subject, if you hadn't checked out my channel page, click the little circle beside of my name and it'll take you to my channel page. And if you subscribe, it's totally free, by the way.
Click subscribe, people. What you waiting on? What you waiting on?
And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next bill.